Hello everyone, welcome once again to Investing with the Difference. So today we have a lot to cover, so I'll try to keep it short. Of course, we start with the introduction, and I hope that you're following our BP Focus series. So we already did 2 episodes. I've already recorded another one, and you will soon see that on our YouTube. And another news is we have started podcasting in the audio format, because a lot of people they were not able to follow YouTube and they don't have time to watch it, and they want to listen while driving or some other time, which is an easier way. So you can find us on Spotify, on Stitcher, Radio Public, and many other podcast platforms, and you can just search Investing with a Difference and you will find that. If you don't, do post us a comment if you're not able to find those podcasts. So this is a quick introduction. Let's go and have a look at the market now. So I think market is kind of consolidating in the $6,100 to $6,300. When I say market, I always look at Bitcoin, because that is the lead indicator for how the market is doing. But overall, market is looking very, very sad. So the market cap is now dipped below $190 billion. So what is interesting to note here is this 57.5% Bitcoin dominance, and this is reaching last year 2017 numbers, because we never saw this level of Bitcoin dominance. So what's really happening is, as you know, that Ethereum was a pretty big coin, in the sense right behind Bitcoin, and it's crashing very hard, and there are many reasons. We have talked about it in previous videos, but the primary thing is that Ethereum is creating a kind of a cascading effect on everything else, because if you need to understand that all these cryptocurrencies we talk about, there are 1935 coins, almost 90% or 95% of them are using Ethereum as a ERC20 as a base. And that once the Ethereum people are losing confidence in, all the other coins are suffering. While as we know that coins like EOS, like some other platforms, they have moved away from Ethereum, but Ethereum is still a very, very important piece of the puzzle. So we cannot ignore. While I think the good news is that EOS is not crashing below its recent lows. It is kind of stabilizing, just like Bitcoin. So we are, as you can see, the EOS pattern looks very similar to Bitcoin, and while all the other coins like Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ripple, they are continuously going down and making new lows. So as I've been telling you, I think this bear market is testing the quality of the projects, and you can very clearly see that in relative terms, EOS and Bitcoin are doing much better in the top 5 coins as compared to anything else which you see. So keep the faith. I think the market may test you more, because the way the overall market cap is plunging, and with Ethereum really testing new lows, we cannot say where the bottom is for the altcoins. So we have to be careful. While I think Bitcoin is still seeing a lot of buying in this area, we have held on to these levels multiple times and forming a very good base. Also, the negative part of that is, if and ever we break these support levels, which is a very, very strong support now psychologically, the $6,000 mark, and worst case scenario 5,800, which was the low of the year, we may just break down as a whole if we do not hold these levels. So we will closely watch these levels, and I hope that this strong support remains, that is actually holding on our Bitcoin as well as EOS positions. Now let's move to the EOS ecosystem. A lot of things are happening, so I want to move fast. So as you all know, blocks.io, which I have been recommending as a block explorer, one of the best block explorer we have seen, they have come out with a desktop application. So I'm quickly move on to that desktop application. So this is a application you can download, and it's performing very well, because it's a native application on your PC. And the interesting part is they have integrated Scatter as well as Ledger, and you can actually link identity. You can use it as a wallet explorer about your own account, and you do not have to go through browsers. So it's an amazing tool. I think we really love this from EOS Cafe and HK EOS, and we would really recommend you to use this. We already talked about setting up Scatter desktop, because that's what is I would like to remind you that the Scatter plugin will not be supported for a very long time, and everything is moving to Scatter. as a desktop kind of a plugin, and it also enables you any browser, like not only Chrome browser but other browsers. And if you're already started considering using Ledger, you can actually connect Ledger to blocks.io desktop application, and scatter support for Ledger is also coming very soon. That's what I'm hearing. So it's a great progress, I think, overall in the ecosystem. So let me close this and I'll try to show you where I think you can download this blocks desktop explorer. So you can just go to the GitHub. I will post a link for this from EOS Cafe, and you can download either Windows or MacBook or Linux. So that is a very good tool I would recommend. Another post which I wanted to cover today is we keep reminding you about your voting and how it decays. So EOS Canada has put up a blog post which is a very good explanation of how the voting happens. Of course, there's a lot of math involved, but I think we all know this. We have been keeping you updated, and the most important part is of course the proxy, and they have again reminded everybody that it doesn't matter whether proxy votes every week, because the weightage of actual account votes in the proxy account, that's only going to be reflected in this voting, and you need to refresh your proxy every week to keep your weight highest. So you can use these tools. You can use EOS Authority Voting Decay tool, which we always highlight, and they have also shown you another way of EOS Query, which is another tool to check your voting decay, which is a pretty nice tool again, which helps you go and review where your votes are, what is the weightage of that. So please use this, and please understand, if you're interested in all the details, please you can read this blog post. Now, one more thing which came to our attention is, as we are focusing more and more on dApps, so it's a very interesting application which is now coming to our like we have just noticed. It's a sense.chat. So this is the first EOS based full feature messenger. So what they're trying to do is they are trying to make it completely blockchain based contacts, your private chats, and they are also making it very easy to transfer your coins within the messenger. So it's like almost at the full functionality of a Facebook Messenger kind of application running on EOS. So it's very exciting. I think as you know that Telegram is very popular, but we are talking about here a very fast speed EOS based app, because Telegram is not running on blockchain, even though it's a very crypto friendly messenger. I think you need to look at the progress here. So we will post a referral link for you to go and create account for testing this. You can be invited for a beta, and there's a right now, if you use the referral link and if you earn some more referral points later on, you can actually get ahead in the queue. So do use that, and we are really excited about this. Another thing which I wanted to talk about is the staking of coins. So if you have not heard about it till now, many of these projects, for example Horuspay, came out with another currency. They call it ECASH, and this is something which you need to understand, because a lot of people are coming up with these innovative ideas in EOS on creating a dividend model. So what that means is, if you stake your tokens for a particular amount of time, you get some dividends, you get some rewards for it. Just like we are talking about rewards from EOS, individual tokens are creating this model, and this is a very good utility token. If you go into the details, we will post a link here. Basically what they are trying to create is a currency which will be used to pay in this payroll system. So if you don't understand Horuspay yet, so it's a crypto based and a blockchain based payroll mechanism, which really makes it very easy. It's a very good real world use case, and what they're trying to do is creating a currency which can be used to pay into the system, to use this system. So do read about it, but what it means for you as an investor is go to EOS Toolkit, and you can use this Horuspay tab, and you can actually stake you enter your account name, and receiver should be the same, that is your own account, and you put the quantity, how much you want to stake. This can be the whole amount, ideally, if you're not planning to sell Horuspay tokens, and you can just press stake. Once you stake it, you will see what is your stake here, and every week, after 1 week or so, you can claim the dividends which will come as your in your account. Similarly, Karma, if you can see here, they are allowing you to power up. That is again a staking mechanism. So Karma is actually giving more karma if you stake your tokens. So do power up. So they just use the term differently. They are using power up instead of staking. So you just go enter your account name, the quantity, and you press power up, and you will be ready. And you can always power down your karma later on if you want to unstake them. So this is actually a very good model which EOS is creating. I think it rewards you for holding tokens, and the token economics is evolving even beyond EOS into these airdrops, and that is very exciting. I think we need to appreciate this, and they are trying to create ways of adding value. Of course, the market is down right now. These airdrops are not quoting much, and that is actually a reflection of overall market as well, because the crypto market is down. But I think we need to look at the future when these applications and overall market recovers, and it is bound to happen. I think it's all about the quality of the projects. It's about who is really making use of blockchain and not just creating a project for the sake of it. So I think this is all the updates, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Do press like and share it with others, and if you're not already a subscriber, please do subscribe to our channel. And overall, I would say that we are continuing to expand our services in terms of how we keep you informed. So right now, please give us feedback on how you like the BP Focus series, and also we are going to do a lot more different kind of content going forward. And definitely try out the podcast if you don't have time to watch YouTube, and do send us your feedback on what else you would like to see. So thanks a lot for now, and please come back for more updates from Investing with the Difference, and see you next time. Bye bye.